Top 3 simple foods that restore male blood flow after 60. No pills needed. It might sound too good to be true, but stay with me, because what you're about to hear could quietly change how you feel every single day. If you're over 60 and starting to notice changes down there, slower response, strange pressure, or just less confidence, this message is for you. You don't need to chase youth. You don't need expensive treatments, and you certainly don't need to rely on little blue pills. What you do need is the right kind of fuel. Gentle, natural, and backed by science. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 3 everyday foods that can help restore healthy blood flow, ease discomfort, and bring back a sense of strength and control from the inside out. And here's the best part, you probably already have them in your kitchen. So if you're looking for a real, natural way to feel more like yourself again, don't just watch. Make a quiet commitment to listen closely and give your body what it's been asking for. Let's begin this journey together. One step, one bite, one decision at a time. Part 1. Beets, the natural nitric oxide charger. What if better blood flow didn't start with pills, but with a vegetable? It may sound surprising, but for thousands of men over 60, the simple beet has quietly become a powerful ally. Not because it's trendy, not because it's expensive, but because it helps your body restore something vital, nitric oxide. After the age of 60, your body naturally produces less nitric oxide. That one change affects everything. Your blood vessels become stiffer, more narrow, and less responsive. As a result, blood doesn't flow like it used to, especially to the areas that matter most. You might notice slower arousal, a strange pressure in your groin, less morning firmness, or just a quiet sense that something isn't working like it used to. This isn't just aging, it's a signal, a sign that your blood vessels are asking for help. And beets, humble, earthy, red, are one of the most natural ways to answer that call. Beets contain natural nitrates. Your body turns these into nitric oxide. This molecule tells your blood vessels to relax, open wider, and carry more blood. More blood means better circulation. Not just in your heart, but also in the most intimate tissues of your body. One of my patients, a soft-spoken 73-year-old named Alan, once told me he'd lost that spark. He didn't feel broken, just a little faded. I asked him to try one small thing. A glass of beet juice each morning, nothing more. 2 weeks later, he returned with a quiet grin. "Something's waking up," he said. And it wasn't just physical, it was emotional. He felt present again, grounded. That's what better blood flow does. It doesn't just help you in the bedroom, it brings back energy, confidence, connection, not overnight, but gently, steadily, and naturally. Beets also help reduce inflammation, thanks to compounds called betalains. Inflammation is a silent enemy of circulation. It damages vessel walls, it slows oxygen delivery, and over time, it makes your body feel older than it is. By lowering inflammation, beets protect your arteries, from your chest to your pelvis. They also support your heart and brain through folate and antioxidants. But what men notice most is the difference they feel where circulation counts. That uncomfortable tightness, that frustrating delay, that growing sense of distance between desire and response. Beets help reverse those symptoms, not by forcing anything, but by restoring your natural flow. You don't need to eat them raw. You don't need to become a beet fanatic. A small glass of beet juice in the morning can be enough, or roast them with a little olive oil and sea salt. You can even blend them into a smoothie with berries and spinach. It doesn't matter how you take them. What matters is that you do, daily, consistently, respectfully. Because your body isn't asking for shortcuts, it's asking for support. And beets offer that support in the most fundamental way by helping blood reach every part of you again. Some men feel results in a week. For others, it's a few more. But nearly all of them feel something. More energy, less tightness, a stronger sense of self. And that matters. Because when blood flows well, you sleep better. You think clearer, you connect more deeply. This isn't just about intimacy, it's about vitality. And it all starts with circulation. That's why beets are more than food. They're a message, a way of telling your body, I'm here for you. I haven't given up. So why does this matter now? Because you've already taken the first step. You're listening, you're learning, you're showing up for yourself. And that means you're ready. Ready to move from frustration to freedom, from tension to ease, From quiet worry to quiet strength. Beets begin that journey. But they're only the first piece, because once blood starts flowing, another issue appears. For many men, arousal still feels tight, forced, or even uncomfortable, like the body wants to respond, but something is holding it back. That's where our next food comes in. It doesn't just help with blood flow, it calms the vessels, it soothes the spasms, and it makes arousal feel smooth and natural again. Most people think of it as a summertime treat, but inside it holds a powerful secret, especially for men over 60. And you're probably throwing away the part that helps you most. Stay with me, because in the next section, we'll talk about watermelon. Yes, watermelon, and how the white part of the rind might be the quiet key to bringing everything back into balance. Part 2, watermelon, the natural vessel relaxer. What if the part of watermelon you've been throwing away is the very thing your body needs most? You see, most of us grew up thinking watermelon was just a summertime treat, sweet, juicy, refreshing. Something we enjoyed as kids or passed around at family picnics. But behind that bright red flesh and cool sweetness lies something remarkable. And it's hiding in the part we usually ignore, the white rind. That pale, tasteless part near the skin holds a natural compound called citrulline. Citrulline is a vasodilator, which simply means it helps relax your blood vessels. Not by forcing them, not by shocking your system, but by gently allowing blood to move more freely, especially to the places that matter most. After 60, many men notice that arousal doesn't feel like it used to. It can feel tight, delayed, sometimes even uncomfortable. There's no sharp pain, just a stiffness, a sense that your body is hesitating. That's because your blood vessels, especially the smallest ones, have started to narrow and harden. Blood doesn't move as easily, and when it does, it may not stay long. Citrulline helps calm that process. It soothes the silent spasms in your vascular system, the same ones that create pressure during arousal, the ones that make you feel like your body wants to respond but can't finish the job. This isn't about desire. Most men I talk to still have desire, but the body needs help catching up. That's what watermelon offers, a gentle nudge, a quiet return to natural rhythm. I had a patient named Robert, 68 years old. He was active, healthy, still deeply in love with his wife, but something felt off. He described it as a strange pause during intimacy. Not a lack of interest, just an uncomfortable delay. I asked him to try something simple. Each morning, blend a smoothie using both the red and white parts of a watermelon. No fancy recipe, just fruit, blended fresh. 2 weeks later, Robert sent me a message. "It's working again," he wrote, "and it feels like it's supposed to. No tension, no hesitation, just ease." Citrulline works by supporting nitric oxide, the same molecule boosted by beets. That's why these two foods complement each other so well. Beets open the gates, watermelon keeps them open. It's not about performance, it's about comfort, about feeling at home in your body again. And it's not just the bedroom that benefits. Better blood flow means better sensitivity, warmer hands and feet, less fatigue, fewer nighttime cramps. You feel more awake, more whole, more in tune with the man you've always been. Most people never realize the power hiding in the rind. Grocery stores even pre-cut the watermelon, removing the white part entirely. That's why I always recommend buying a whole watermelon, slicing it yourself, and saving that precious rind. You can juice it, blend it, or even pickle it if you like old-fashioned remedies. The point isn't how you eat it, it's that you do. Every day, with intention. Watermelon also hydrates your body. It's 90% water, rich in potassium, and supports kidney function. When your kidneys work better, your blood pressure stays more stable. When your pressure is stable, your erections are stronger. Everything is connected. Every bite supports the next function. This is the beauty of real food. It doesn't isolate one symptom. It nourishes your system as a whole, and in doing so, it reminds your body what it's capable of. Quietly, steadily, powerfully. There's something beautiful about using fruit to reclaim your strength. It's not dramatic, it's not risky, it's respectful of your body, of your age, of your journey. That's what healing looks like, and that's what watermelon offers. Now imagine this. Your blood vessels are open, your body feels less tension, arousal feels natural again. But there's still one more piece missing. Even with flow and ease, your body still needs the fuel to keep everything running. Not just today, but tomorrow, next month, and beyond. It needs minerals, nutrients, the raw material to rebuild and sustain long-term health. And that's where our third and final food comes in. It's not a fruit, not a vegetable. It's something most men throw away or ignore. Yet inside this tiny food lies the exact nutrients your body is craving, especially after 60. Zinc to support testosterone, magnesium to relax blood vessels, arginine to help produce nitric oxide, all in one, small, easy-to-eat seed. In the next section, we'll explore this forgotten food. We'll look at how it strengthens your system, supports daily energy, and completes the circulation trifecta. It may be the easiest habit of all, and the one that keeps your engine running well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. But before we move on, take a quiet moment. You've learned how beets start the process, how watermelon soothes the flow. You've taken in stories, science, and the deeper meaning behind circulation. So now ask yourself, am I giving my body the tools it needs to work with me, not against me? If your answer is yes, then stay with me. Because what comes next may be the small shift that makes the biggest difference. Part 3. Pumpkin seeds, the mineral fuel for male vitality. What if the answer to your strength wasn't in your medicine cabinet, but in your snack bowl? Stay with me. Because this final food may be the quiet key that holds everything together. If you've already learned how beets open up your circulation and how watermelon soothes your blood vessels, you're already 2/3 of the way there. But without fuel, without the right minerals, your body can't keep that process going. That's where pumpkin seeds come in. Tiny, often overlooked, yet packed with the very nutrients men over 60 need most. Let's begin with zinc. Zinc isn't just important, it's essential. It supports testosterone production, helps balance mood, boosts immune health, and keeps the prostate functioning well. Testosterone naturally drops with age, and when it does, energy, libido, and emotional stability all tend to follow. Zinc slows that process. It doesn't reverse age. It simply gives your body the tools to keep feeling like yourself, mentally, emotionally, and sexually. Then there's magnesium, a mineral that helps blood vessels relax. When your blood vessels are tight, blood flow becomes restricted. That's when many men feel a dull pressure in the groin, or they notice arousal feels slower or even uncomfortable. Magnesium softens those pathways. It tells the muscles around your arteries to loosen, to open, to let go. And when that happens, blood flows again, easily, naturally, without struggle. The third nutrient in pumpkin seeds is arginine, a powerful amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide. If you remember, nitric oxide is what beets help trigger and watermelon helps sustain. Arginine strengthens this cycle. It helps you build nitric oxide over time. That means your blood vessels stay open longer, your tissue stays nourished, and your body begins to function in rhythm again. These three, zinc, magnesium, and arginine, are not optional. They're foundational. Without them, you can't expect strong circulation. You can't expect healthy function, and you certainly can't expect long-term results. But with them, you give your body what it needs to maintain energy, confidence, and performance. Not through force, but through nourishment. Let me tell you about one man, Paul. He was 69, widowed for 5 years. He'd started dating again, and things were going well, emotionally, but not physically. It's like the desire is there, he told me, but the connection between brain and body feels broken. I gave him one suggestion: no pills, no supplements, just one handful of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds each day. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, toss them into a smoothie, eat them straight with lunch. Be consistent, I said. Then come back in 3 weeks. He returned right on time. He wasn't loud, but he was smiling. It's better, he said. Not perfect, but better. And that gives me hope. I smiled too. Because I've heard that story again and again. Men who thought they were finished, realizing they were just missing the right ingredients. Pumpkin seeds also have benefits beyond blood flow. They support brain health, reduce inflammation, and improve sleep quality. All essential for any man in his 60s, 70s, or 80s. And because they're high in antioxidants and fiber, they also help protect your heart and digestive system. One simple seed. So many quiet effects. The best part? They're easy to incorporate. You don't need to change your entire routine. You don't need to cook fancy meals. Just keep a jar in your kitchen, or in your car, or by your favorite chair. And each afternoon, take a small handful. Not because it's a chore, but because it's a gift to your future self. You see, most men focus only on what's urgent, but what really makes the difference is what's consistent. And when you add pumpkin seeds to your routine, along with beets and watermelon, you're doing more than eating well. You're rebuilding your foundation. This is not a trick, it's not hype, it's just science. Your blood vessels don't need miracles. They need nitric oxide. Your tissue doesn't need magic. It needs minerals. Your body doesn't need to be forced, it needs to be fed. Let's pause for a moment. Think about what this really means. If something as small as a seed can give your body the minerals to support testosterone, ease pressure, and restore natural flow, what else becomes possible? Could you wake up feeling rested again? Could you reconnect with your partner in a deeper way? Could you feel, even just a little, like the man you used to be? The answer is yes, and it doesn't begin with a pill. It begins with intention and action. So if you're already drinking beet juice in the morning, blending watermelon into your smoothie at midday, and now adding a handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon, then you're doing more than just eating. You're rebuilding a rhythm, one that supports circulation, confidence, vitality. But here's where things get even more powerful. Because these three foods, on their own, each offer something special. But when used together, something remarkable begins to happen. A kind of synergy, a compounding effect, where one food supports the next, where each step makes the next one stronger. And that brings us to the most important part of this journey. It's time to combine everything you've learned into one clear, simple daily plan. A way to turn these three healing foods into a lifestyle. A rhythm, a personal ritual that works with your body, not against it. This is more than a summary. It's a strategy. It's what I call the circulation trifecta. Part 4, combining the magic trifecta. The circulation trifecta. What if the real power doesn't come from what you eat, but from how you combine it? That's the secret behind what I call the circulation trifecta. 3 simple foods, 1 powerful outcome. If you've made it this far, don't stop now. This is where it all comes together. And if you find value in what you're hearing, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe so you never miss another message designed for men just like you. Now let's talk about why combining these foods matters. You see, beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds each support circulation in a unique way. But when you use them together, something bigger happens. A synergy. One food opens the door, one keeps it open, one fuels the entire system. That's the magic of the trifecta. Let's walk through it. Beets are your morning spark. They open your blood vessels by boosting nitric oxide that gets blood moving, especially to the areas that tend to slow down with age. You'll notice better energy, stronger mornings, and reduced pressure in the groin. But if you stop there, the effect fades quickly. That's where watermelon comes in, especially the white part of the rind, which contains citrulline. It gently calms the tight blood vessels, keeps the flow steady, and prevents the spasms that can make arousal feel forced or uncomfortable. It's your midday support, a natural soother that keeps things smooth. And then in the afternoon, pumpkin seeds. They supply your body with zinc, magnesium, and arginine. These are the long-term builders. They don't act fast, but they act deep. They help you maintain what the other 2 foods begin. They protect testosterone, support nitric oxide, and keep your system fueled for the long run. When used consistently, this daily rhythm leads to more than better circulation. It leads to better sleep, sharper focus, more confidence, and for many men, a return to intimacy that feels real, not forced. I've seen this combination work for men in their 60s, 70s, even early 80s. Men who were ready to give up. Men who thought their time had passed, and now, they feel alive again. Not young, but whole. One man told me, "I don't feel 30 again. I feel like the best version of 70. That's what this is about. Not turning back time, but stepping forward with strength. So here's your next step. Don't just try one of these foods. Use them together. Use them daily. Make it a part of your routine. Morning beets, midday watermelon, afternoon seeds. Simple, repeatable, powerful. And if you believe someone else needs to hear this, send it to them. Let them know they're not alone, because healing doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, it just takes the right combination. You've now discovered the power of beets, watermelon, and pumpkin seeds. 3 simple foods that support your circulation, restore your strength, and gently reconnect you to the man you've always been. Remember, it's not about chasing youth. It's about choosing vitality, one small step at a time. Start your morning with Beets. Blend watermelon at midday. Enjoy a handful of seeds in the afternoon. Repeat that rhythm with care and your body will respond. Not overnight, but deeply, consistently, and naturally. If you found value in this message, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more healing insights tailored for men over 60. Your story matters, your health matters, and there's still more life waiting to be lived, fully, confidently, and with joy. So take this as your sign. Your next chapter starts today, not with pressure, but with purpose. Thank you for being here, and may strength, peace, and good health follow you in every step ahead.